I specifically waited just for you.
Oh.
Take your seat. Alrighty.
I can't wait to get a haircut.
I can't wait to get a haircut. Must be nice.
At least your hair's never in your face like it is with me.
I would take that. I'd be willing
No, you don't.
I'd be willing to make that sacrifice.
No, you don't.
Oh no, what a tragedy. I can't see. I already don't see very well. Get that there, put that there, and we're good to go. Start it up.
Okay.
Share.
Whoops.
Copy.
Oh, awesome. So loud.
Oop. Alright. Should be good to go.
Alright, so, yeah, I have to start.
Yeah,
Actually
we're still
looking at
actually investigating.
Yeah. Well, we just started investigating.
Hi, Larry. There was a grandfather clock just like this one earlier in the Balbese embassy. You know, symmetry is a fine thing, but their interior design really suffers for it. Just take the whole thing. Just take the whole coaster.
Not much of a coaster.
Best I could have done, considering I don't actually have coasters.
Really, I think this clock actually fits the decor of this room quite well.
I suppose the wood does suit the all-natural atmosphere of this room.
Its design and the material it's made of strikes a good balance with the plants.
Like, hey, you two! Now's not the time to be talking about interior decorating, you know?
Now, any time is always the time to talk about interior decorating. No, I'm kidding.
Like, hurry up and save me!
Be quiet! Yeah? This is all a part of my elite investigation. All you need to do is be quiet and watch.
Actually, I do believe Larry has a point for once. Poor Larry. I'd like to say he does it to himself. But sometimes he really is just in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Oh yeah, definitely. There are decorative plants here as well. This room is overflowing with nature. Humans... Oh, that's you.
Oh, humans used to live in the grandeur of nature once, long ago. I believe I'm not mistaken in thinking that those people truly loved nature.
This coming from a man who loves shows and featuring costume... Bleh. This coming from a man who loves shows featuring costumed actors.
She just had to go there again, didn't she? Miles, you absolute weeb. How fucking dare you? Larry, there are a few things I need to ask you about. Okay, how about that? I've got a few things I've got to ask you too. What is it? It's like both you and him.
Talking about Phoenix.
And of course, his boyfriend. Like, how is it that you two are always manage to have some cute or hot girl by your side?
I wouldn't call... I wouldn't call Francisca cute.
I don't think she'd really like being called either of those things.
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
And Francie, what about that promise you made to me?
Promise?
Oh, okay, so this is after the third game.
Promise? What promise?
Can I stop getting emails about Dropbox? I canceled my subscription a long time ago. Like the one where you said you'd model for my next book, Francie's Whippity Whip Trip.
I don't remember that.
Yeah!
made no such promise!
Since grade school, we've had a certain saying about Larry.
When something smells, it's usually the butts.
One needs to look no further than this man to find the king of troublemakers. Like I said before, he doesn't always cause the trouble.
No, but
he's usually not far from it.
Yep. Steel Samurai.
As I recall, aren't you calling yourself Laurie Stoneham now?
Oh, yeah.
That's Stoneham! Laurie Stoneham! Get that into your head, Edgy. Yeah! Wow, 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 wow. Ow, wow, 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 wow. 3 to 5, Larry. What's up, Mega Cat? What's up?
Now I remember.
Larry.
You're that rude, pale imitation of a real artist.
Like, no, you got it all wrong. I gave up on that whole Laurie's business. Besides, when...
Are you high? One of my favorite Ace Attorney scenes.
Are you high? When Bangelina left me and my heart in pieces.
Bangelina?
What the fuck kind of name is Bangelina, man? You're just making shit up at this point, Larry. Like, that's when Mindy walked into my life.
Who the fuck is Mindy?
She's been so good to me that I wanted to help her in some way. And I figured I could run through this Steel Samurai outfit. I can't read.
Your inane blathering makes less and less sense each time we meet.
Larry would absolutely be the guy who's like, my girlfriend. It's like, what about your girlfriend? Well, she's really, really real.
The worst thing is Ace Attorney is he is somehow telling the truth, and you'll think how.
Basically, yeah.
Yep.
I was like, no, trust.
Yeah, how does... Sometimes I wonder, how does this guy even get girlfriends in the first place?
I think you're presuming too much of the women that he dates.
Well, yeah, that's true.
I think with Larry, he's just kind of that, like, weird, gullible guy. And he always just seems to go after the women who are just like...
Yeah, who try to take advantage of him. Like that one in the very first case.
Yeah. And all the ones after.
I don't know, look at that smile.
Yeah. Nah, he really is just too dumb to live, but he still manages to scrap by every single day.
Yeah.
This man is the manifestation of dumb luck. Sorry, I believe he's saying that he picked up this part-time job as the Steel Samurai so that he may attempt to capture the heart of the actress who plays the Pink Princess. You got it! I know you know what I meant, Edgy!
Wait, are we gonna find out who is in the Pink Princess costume? Of course we are. And it's gonna be someone we know, isn't it?
Not really. It's not so much that I understood. More like I just know what kind of bullshit you're on. Yeah, but a simple deduction based on your usual modus operandi. So basically what I said.
Yeah. Time of the murder.
Larry, I'd like you to confess right now to everything you did tonight. Confess! Oh, okay, don't tell... Like, don't tell me you suspect me too! Nonsense. I don't believe you have the mental acuity needed to plan and execute a murder.
No, he doesn't.
Basically just calling him stupid.
He's not smart enough to do that.
However, we are talking about you here, so I find it hard to believe that nothing happened. Well, past experience has taught me that you are always at the center of some insane event. Oh, Edgy! How can you be so mean, stabbing me with your words like that?
Edgeworth has a good point.
Yeah, like I said before, he somehow always is in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Yep.
And he just can't explain himself.
Him and Maya.
Jesus Christ. It's like Ace Attorney Ace Attorney if people could actually get their stories out straight.
Even then, the core hates him and Maya.
Yeah.
Poor Maya.
Unfortunately, I don't have the time to search out a key to unlock your heart this time. So I suggest that you cooperate and tell me what you know.
A reference to the psyche locks.
Yep.
The
psycho locks.
I still prefer to call them psych locks, but...
Like, okay, I get it. Like, just stop Franzi from whipping me from behind.
What?
Has she
just been whipping his ass?
This whole time? Like, so I guess you know what I did, right, Edgy? I can't even begin to imagine, however...
I don't care what it's called, I'm glad that shit is gone for now.
I mean, I don't know.
For now?
I mean, I don't know, I kinda like the Cyclops stuff.
Wait, does it come back?
Yeah. Yeah, it comes back.
Well, shit.
It comes back, and then it also takes different forms depending on different characters.
What?
You'll see. Yeah, it's... You get it.
It's in Apollo.
I mean, I kinda liked it, if only because... Oop.
I didn't care much for it, really, but... Yeah, I didn't hate it, but I also didn't really like it either.
For me, it's just another mechanic that you gotta go through to make the mystery-solving aspect more involved. Because otherwise we would just be playing a straight-up visual novel.
Did you read this?
Oh, I can't even begin to imagine. However, I imagine that whatever you were up to was probably beyond my imagination. So will you tell me exactly what you... So you will tell me exactly what you did, Larry? Like, nope, not yet, Edgy. It'll take more than that to loosen my lips. I guess the imminent threat of life in prison and or death just isn't enough.
Yeah.
Hi, Dave, what's up?
Hey, Dave.
Ooh, Dave.
Or, being whipped by
Too.
Francisca. I don't know.
1 through 4, 1 to 4, 1 to 5 did a great job of making it vague, mysterious without Cyclops. I guess that's true. Still though, You want more!
Confess. Now.
Oh. Say, Dave. Collecting laundry will eventually arrive to enrich your lives? Bet. Looking forward to that announcement you have there, Dave.
Yeah, I'm What'd you do? What'd you do?
Okay. I nudged the switch slightly. Depending on the type of announcement, will we be needing this? Or mayhaps... Mayhaps this?
You two can have that. I am good.
You're not a fan of the whiskey.
No.
Well, I was up on the roof. Why exactly were you up there? Oh, that wintry custom and the legendary hero.
Legendary?
He wanted to be Santa Claus.
Oh my god.
Hero? Santa Claus!
Santa?
Claus? I want to do that thing he does, so I climbed up on one of the chimneys. But when I got there was smoke pouring out of the chimney.
Smoke was pouring out of the chimney when Larry thought to climb down it. Like an idiot.
And?
There's a victim named so on the nose and goofy where I don't want to spoil unless you played the Apollo games. I'm sad I got spoiled, but yeah, don't tell me. I want it to be a surprise so that when it comes up, I crack up laughing like I did with Eenie Meenie. There
are so many phenomenal dumb names in the future games that it's just...
I can't wait.
It's just magnificent.
Yeah, Kelsey, don't read it. Nick, read it.
Well, hold on. If you're gonna type it in the chat, that won't go away, so it'll be a spoiler.
Yeah.
So unless you just choose to immediately... Oh, no, wait. We're on that one.
Oh, yeah, no, we're on...
Yeah, no.
Yeah, we're actually on that one right now.
Well, sort of. That was the last case.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
But I've already seen that one.
Yeah.
In particular.
But still.
Dead man.
Just dead man. What's the... It's like, alright, here for the trial of murder, the victim's name was...
Dead man? Yeah.
Gee, why don't we just call the next person Victim?
Watch that'll be one.
It's not.
Oh, okay.
Either is applicable, bet. Alright, and... Like, well, I couldn't go down the chimney with smoke coming up, right? So I gave up.
Objection!
Harry, you do realize that Santa Claus does not exist, right?
Dead Man and Luke at me are once so on the nose, even my dumbass got them.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, those were great.
There's ones later that, like, let's just say, there's only so much you can, like, there's only so much that you can just be like, no, it's a different country. Trust, it's a different country. Their names are different. Before it just becomes, I don't know, man.
I don't know.
Like, of course I know. I did graduate from junior high, you know.
Are you telling me you believed... Are you telling me you believed Santa was real up until the end of middle school, Larry?
Then you should also understand this. If Santa was real, he would be the biggest unlawful trespasser in history.
To be honest, yeah.
Yeah.
Edgeworth isn't holly jolly. Yeah, no, I can't imagine Edgeworth being all holly jolly.
Which is ironic because, you know, he spent so much time in Germany. Surely they're all about the Santa Claus.
I don't know, are they?
I don't know. Didn't Santa Claus originate from Germany? Isn't that where Krampus came from?
I guess so.
Because there's, like, the good Santa, and then there's Krampus, who's the asshole Santa.
The asshole Santa?
Yeah, Krampus is, like, the evil Santa who says, oh, if you were a naughty kid, you don't just get coal in your stocking, I kidnap you.
Jesus.
Or something to that effect. Anyway, oh, crud! It is your attempt to imitate Santa that has landed you as prime suspect in this murder. Oh, come on, man! What's so wrong with pretending to be Santa? The fact that it's still unlawful entry. Santa has lore? Yes, this is... I'm pretty sure... Here. Let's start with the fact that it will be the Eddies... Right? Eddies? Start with the fact that it will be the Eddies... I don't know. Of March in a matter of hours. Santa only visits homes on December 24th. That's in December, you nitwit! No! Oh, okay, wait a second. We're not in court.
Murder weapon.
Oh, Larry. Larry, about the samurai sword that was used as the murder weapon. Oh, I go that. Well, I shook hands with the ambassador in this room, you know. Yes, apparently you did. And, well, I totally forgot about it and left it behind when I left afterwards. You want to talk about shock? I was the most shocked of all when I heard it killed someone. Yeah, shocked!
Foolish fool looking especially foolish for foolishly stating such a foolish excuse. You forgot to take something that big with you? Who would believe such a tale?
Hold it!
Sorry, Miss Von Karma, but I'd believe him. I still believe in Santa.
Closeted Santa fan.
Here, let me see this real quick. Western Christian culture. I thought that there was like...
I think she has a favorite word.
Here we
yeah.
go. The Dutch. Okay, Sinterklaas. That's it. Okay, Dutch, German. Not technically the same, but there we go. Anywho, sorry. Because if anyone could forget something like that, it would be Larry. Edgy! You believe me! Oh, I just knew that our friendship is something special. Anyway, even if Larry had simply forgotten the sword and left it behind, that in no way clears his name. Which means that it will have to prove his innocence from a different angle. that all?
For now. Still got other things to investigate and other people to talk to, so...
There's some weapons on display on this wall. A crossbow, and under that... a set of knives bearing a flower motif. They must be the counterparts of the Balbese knives. Which means that the blades inside these scabbards should match the blade that was used to kill Mr. Kochi. I won't rest until I've inspected every single nook and cranny.
Every suspicious looking nook and cranny. You gotta say it right.
Fair enough.
What is that plant supposed to be?
A tree ant? Francisca, can't you see it's supposed to be a likeness of Ambassador Alba?
Ace Attorney gameplay interrupting Santa lore.
I knew-
Miles Edgeworth, as a subordinate, you have a lot of nerve telling me what to think. I look forward to your salary assessment next month.
You are deluding yourself if you think you have any control over that.
What if she does?
Then... No! My Steel Samurai merch! A girl's got to treat herself at the end of the month. It's the Steel Samurai's primary weapon, the samurai spear.
Like, isn't it awesome? I totally fell for this thing. It's sleek and shiny, just like my heart. It comes at you like whoosh.
Yo, what's up, Jed? What game will be the next Doom the Dark Ages? Honestly, if I'm gonna play Doom, I need to play Eternal, because I still haven't yet. But I do want to play Dark Ages, because I have Game Pass now, which lets me have access to a shit ton of games.
Nice.
So, yeah, I definitely will consider playing Doom the Dark Ages, because it looks like a lot of fun. Sorry.
Like, when you hold it, you just want to live life like BAM!
You do well to watch what you say, Larry. Though it is just as Larry says, the spear is quite the symbol of valor. However, speaking of spears...
Persona 4 keeping me on a chokehold. Oh, I gotta actually play that.
Well, I have a strong suspicion that they're remaking it. You know?
I know, but...
You want to play OG?
It'd probably be better to play the OG. Well, Golden.
Yeah.
It'd be better to play Golden first.
Good thing I still have it on my PC.
Yeah, so maybe we're protecting Kanji at all costs. Yes! Kanji is best boy!
We stand Kanji in this house.
Hell yeah.
However, speaking of spears, aren't you supposed to use them by thrusting the point straight at your opponent? I'm not entirely convinced this spear's up to the task.
And I'm not just saying that because I like delinquent characters. I genuinely think he is the best character in that game.
I know. And you'd be totally right.
Like, what's wrong, Edgy? You're just staring off into the distance.
He is a good boy. Some might say the best boy.
Exactly.
And you'd be right.
You would be absolutely, completely, 100%, no questions asked, right.
Oh, I get it. Tell you what, I'll tell the studio to make you one, okay? But this one's mine. Did I say anything about wanting one?
Maybe I can shut him up if I show him a piece of evidence. That will point something out about the spear. Is it that it's crooked?
Ah.
Why is there a weapon on display in a place like this?
I wonder why there are no whips on display here.
That's all we get out of that. Knives adorned with flowers are on display here. I suspect that these are the counterparts to the Balbese ones.
The Baba Booey.
The Baba Booies. The Baba Booey blades. The blades of these knives should match the blade of the knife that killed Mr. Kochi. What?
But they don't.
One of the knives is missing its blade.
Or, yeah.
Let's see if the two pieces, the blade and the handle, fit each other. Click.
Oh, damn. It would appear that they fit together quite well,
Boy,
almost seamlessly.
Boy, I sure do hope everybody involved is wearing gloves. Well, Franziska is, anyway.
Yeah. I watched the golden intro so many times, I'm realizing new shit. Each time I open the game, I don't skip it to peek.
Yeah. Although I do like the original.
I do like the original Persona 4 opening, though.
It's got a different vibe.
Yeah.
Although I also really like, I know the actual anime is kind of whatever.
Actually,
I
like the Persona 4 anime.
No, it's good. Like, I like the anime too, but like...
I didn't watch the golden anime, and to be honest, I don't really plan on it just because I've heard it's not great.
Yeah.
But the original Persona 4 anime is actually pretty fun.
Yeah. I was just gonna say that the opening for the original anime is also really good.
Yeah, I don't remember it exactly, because I watched it so long ago, but I remember liking it.
It's a good song.
Yeah.
I could still pull it up and just be like, perfect. That takes me back. Sorry. Then this means that an Anabastian knife did find its way into Babal. But how? I can spot absolutely no difference between this Primido statue and Babal's. The statue... Oh, sorry.
The statue's face looks a bit like that costumed hero you like so very much. I only wonder why you Americans have such an affinity for this kind of face.
The statue wasn't made by an American, you know. At least, I don't suppose so. I swear, this Steel Samurai hero worship, just, I can't help but feel like it's very similar to, like, how, anime is super huge in, like,
Yeah. I thought Dog from 3 was best boy.
Yeah, Koromaru. Like, how it's so much more popular in, like, South America. Like, we're weebs here in America, but in South America,
oh, yeah,
they are, like, super ultra deluxe weebs about it.
Oh, yeah. That is what I've heard.
I mean, fuck's sake.
Especially for certain series, like...
Dragon Ball. Like, when Akira Toriyama died, and, like, the entirety of South America was like, we gotta pour one out for the homie.
Mm-hmm.
There was the exact same statue sitting in that Bulby's office we examined.
It's the Primadou statue. It was the national treasure of the Principality of Cadopia. There was only one of these statues, meaning that one of the two is a replica. But both Alabast and Babal claim to have the real thing.
What an incredibly childish fight to have.
Both countries claim to own the real one,
national treasure.
Yeah, I remember having trouble reading that one last time.
Hey, you wanna know what's really funny about that statement?
What?
Of both countries fighting over one singular object?
What?
Guess what's gonna happen in the last game?
Just that.
Exactly that.
Well...
It's a Primadou statue. There was one of these on the Balbise side as well.
I hear it's very valuable and made of pure gold. It was the national treasure of Cadopia. There was only one of these statues, meaning that one of the two is a replica. But both Alabast and Babal claim to have the real thing and won't budge from their claim.
Yo, Prince, there you go.
Hey, Prince!
It's a thing in Mexico that the drug cartels will not conduct any business of any kind during the days there's a new episode of Dragon Ball. Which is just a wild fucking statement.
Is that actually true, or is that just, like, something funny people say?
Unfortunately, I can't help but feel like that is something true. It's crazy. Drug cartels will kill people, sell drugs, do all kinds of other terrible, awful shit. But don't fuck with their anime watch schedule.
Yeah.
Like, you know how in, like, movies like you know, with the Italian mob, it's always like, don't you dare come to me on the day of my daughter's wedding.
Mm-hmm.
For the cartels, it's like, don't you dare interrupt me while I'm trying to watch this new episode of Dragon Ball.
South Africa's solution to eating vegetables. Hello, Mr. Goku? My son isn't eating. Uh-oh.
It's like, oh, okay. Sorry, I'll eat all my greens. Don't worry about it. Also, how you doing, Prince? How have you been, man?
Yeah, how you doing, Prince?
Sorry we were a little late on actually starting.
I don't think we were that late.
It's a lot later than I was hoping, because, you know, it was like, you show up at 5:30, and then by the time you were done eating, it was like 6:30.
Well, we didn't eat right away.
True, but yeah. Just got home not long ago for dinner with family. Hell yeah. Dinner with family is always a fun time.
Anyway.
Oh, there was almost the exact same wall mount for the knives on the Balbee side as well. But I can't see any of the details from this distance. The counterpart of the Balbee's butterfly is the alabastrian flower.
The butterfly and flower. They're both lovely. They're both lovely things. But can we interpret this to mean that Alabast provides honey to Babal?
Franziska, can't you come up with a more meaningful or profound comment?
Very well then, let's hear what a sort of profound comment you can come up with.
Ahem. Well, flowers cannot survive without the butterflies that spread their pollen. And butterflies cannot live without the nectar that the flowers provide. If either one were to disappear from the equation, neither would survive. Oh, so that's just the plot of B-movie. How's that, Miss Von Karma?
Your explanation took so long that I nearly fell asleep. Well, let's continue the investigation.
Rude. Franziska, why can't you just admit I had something there? It will be a multi-million-dollar movie idea. People will still make memes about it even years later. The counterpart of the Balbee's butterfly. Wait, is this... Okay, this is the exact same conversation. The exact same conversation.
Well, aside from the whipping thing.
Yeah, but still. Yep, blah, 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 blah. Anywho's it? Oh boy. Yeah, let's look at that there photo. The person shaking hands with the still samurai in the picture is Ambassador Alba.
It was taken just before the murder.
Still samurai must be very popular. They're even using the national treasure as backdrop.
I just don't understand. What exactly is so great about Top Knot there?
Clearly, there's a depth to this show that a young person like you just can't fathom.
Oh my god, Edgeworth. Speaking of young people, aren't young children the target audience of this show of costumed actors?
Boy, Prince, that sounds familiar, huh?
What?
It's like, you just can't appreciate the finer details of such a show. And it's like, isn't this meant for children?
What are you referring to? Oh.
Ah, that whole sordid affair.
Think Wolverine will show up in this case?
Are you talking about Agent Lang? Because he's right there. He's just big chilling in the middle of the room.
It's a fireplace, and by the looks of it, I don't think it's been used recently.
Yes, I can't say that I see anything unusual about it. Two gorgeous flowers are in full bloom here. I'm sure flowers are just as lovely as these must have had equally as lovely name.
Miles Edgeworth, are you done staring? I should hardly think passion flowers are all that rare.
Oh, okay, Will Powers. Nah, he doesn't show up, unfortunately.
Oh, okay.
That Wolverine got it. He did. Wolverine?
A little bit.
Passion flowers? That's a rather unusual name.
It was named by priests in the 15th century for the Passion of Christ.
As they say, you learn something new every day.
Why is... Wow, I just noticed the tree.
Oh yeah, that's a big-ass tree.
Two large flowers in bloom. The vines are supported by stakes and are still growing.
I guess he just... I guess he's just totally fine with the window never being closed.
This must be Ambassador Alba's desk.
His notebook is open on his desk. He must have been in the middle of some important work. Sapling growth log. It finally sprouted today.
Funny, it doesn't look like important work to me.
Important to him, okay. Yeah, we've already looked at the body. I guess we just talk to people. No matter how hard you try, you'll never be a necessity in our Shifu's investigation. Because that's a fact, but no matter how good he is, he's bound to overlook something. If you insult our Shifu, then prepare to be punished!
Oh, and how exactly would you punish us?
Every investigator under Shifu's command will work to disrupt your investigation! That's called obstruction of justice, sir.
Lang's out of uniform.
Vindictive much. You did some investigating over in Bulby's embassy too, right? I did. Is there a problem? Lang Ji says, a wolf who aims to hunt for 2 rabbits at once. I believe the idiom you require is... Oh, okay. The idiom you require is, he who runs after 2 hares will catch neither. Ha! A real wolf can catch both. I see. So what you are trying to say, seeing as how I am currently handling 2 cases. Heh, suit yourself. Don't say I didn't warn you. And that's all we get out of him.
Yep. Okay. So I guess we have to deduce something here.
So, something tells me that it's, the fact that the spear's a little on the crooked side.
Yeah, I think so.
The question is, do we even have any evidence? Oh.
What?
Kinda we do.
We do?
Yeah.
What?
The fucking autograph.
Ah.
Because the spear is straight.
Eureka!
Larry, about the spear.
Like, oh, are you feeling it? Bam!
Edgeworth reading their mind.
I thought that there was something strange about this spear. Tell me, Larry, is it just me or is the spear a bit bent?
Oh, what? No way! It's exactly as it should be, yo!
I have here the autograph you wrote for me earlier. Now take a good look at what you drew with your own hands. You can see that the spear is clearly of a different shape.
Ah!
What do you have to say to that?
I'm sorry! When I hold the spear in my hands, all of a sudden I feel really super powerful. And then during practice, I was spinning around and around.
Ugh, I'm losing it.
And bam! It hit a wall!
You unbelievable! This is an embassy!
But I've always been like that. Ever since I was a kid.
I love how they brought Edgeworth's VA back 3-something years later for trials and tribulations and investigations to say one more line.
Hold it!
And Eureka!
Listen, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Just like, if you voiced a character as like, we only need you for literally 2 lines, objection, and take that. And then it's like, okay, we need you back for 1 more, and it's like, alright.
Like one time, on an overnight field trip, I bought a fake sword and played with it late that night.
Here, you wanna...
I'm just a useless, hot-blooded man!
Oh, Larry, you're right about one thing. Larry, clarify that for me, will you?
Okay, so it was some field trip and I began to shadow fight with myself.
Not that, I meant what you said earlier about spinning the spear and hitting the wall.
Oh, that, it's no biggie, it's not like I left a hole or anything.
That's not why I'm asking, Larry. The samurai spear is made of metal. I somehow doubt that the move as simple as spinning it around would cause it to bend.
Like, man, Angie, you're so naive.
What? Where did that come from?
Well, you keep calling it the samurai spear. But it's not real. You can't really fight with someone with it. Because it's hollow on the inside. You could hit it against practically anything and it would bend.
Is that so?
Don't tell me you thought it was real. Oh, but, like, don't take it the wrong way. I just think that part of your personality is cute.
I will fucking strangle you, Larry.
I see. Your friendship truly is something special, Miles Edgeworth.
Don't rub it in. Ah, that's not friendship, it's utter humiliation. Jesus Christ. That thing went from full mast to flaccid.
Weapon that's used on stage. Larry hit it against the wall and bent it. It's hollow. Only Phoenix could say that, Larry.
Objection. He didn't say hold it, and that's true. But still, like, when you just have, like, hey, listen, we just need you to say literally one line of dialogue, and then, like, 2-3 years later, they're like, we need you to come back. Alright. Logic time.
Nope.
Oh. Do we maybe have to show things?
I think we did have to show Larry something.
Let's see. We got that. We got the sword, right?
Yeah.
We checked that, right? We got the knife, the sword, the blah, the spear. Sure. That. Yep. Examine the victim. I thought we did.
We did.
Got their name. Sword. Larry. Right. We got that. Oh, I understand.
What?
So, here, real quick. I understand what the, thing is.
What?
So we have to go to the statue.
Okay.
And examine it.
Okay.
So we have to deduce the statue.
Well, it didn't give me that option before, but...
So now, if we deduce the statue... So... Yeah, go to the photo. Go to the photo with the Steel Samurai.
This?
Yes. Do you see? Do you see the major issue? In relation to the flower and the wall mount?
Oh, yeah.
It's facing the wrong way.
Yeah, it is.
Sneaky, sneaky, and that's what we have to deduce. Oh. Amatsu has a new thing for us.
Oh.
Holy!
Hello, Nancy Julie.
Holy! Her eyes are up here, 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 her eyes are up here. Her eyes.
What game is that?
I'm gonna take a wild guess and say Tower of Fantasy, right, Amatsu? Right? Gamaya 2.0? Alright, so, look at this photo and tell me what you find odd about this scene, Miss Von Kama. Outer Planes. Also, hi, Amatsu.
Hello, Matsu. The apparent joy on the ambassador's face as he shakes that top-notch hand.
That's not it. I was trying to point out that the statue is facing a different way.
You're right!
The statue is a national treasure. As such, only an ambassador or secretariat-level person is allowed to handle it. The fact that the statue is facing one way in this photo, and now it's facing a different direction in this preserved crime scene, is proof that someone touched this statue around the time of the crime. Oh boy, Kelsey, are you ready for another gotcha game? Lay it on us.
Am I? Oh god. Help!
I guess that about wraps up my investigation. That's...
Oh no. Wait, what? I thought his hand was crooked.
Was it? Hold on. We'll have to look at it later. Oh boy.
Like, yo, Pink Princess, how are you feeling?
Oh,
Still feeling ill?
Oh, Persona 5
okay.
Phantom X.
Yeah, it's getting
Okay.
a console release now, it seems.
Oh, jeez.
Or, not console release, global release. There it
Yeah.
is.
And yet another strange character comes out of the woodwork.
And so the Pink Princess also comes to pay the Alabastion Embassy a visit. I believe I may need to speak with her as well.
Anything but Persona 6.
That is what a lot of people have been saying in the
Yeah,
Twitter.
yeah.
It's like, man, they just are allergic to the number 6, huh? Miss Pink Princess. Dave, one of my best friendos, suggests me to join your stream, and he's going to read one of the characters in it. Ah, cool, yes!
Oh, nice.
He is going to be coming by sometime soon. So, yeah. I don't know when.
Yeah, but we're
Hopefully
not sure when.
soon, because it's already 9 o'clock. So, hopefully he doesn't
No,
plan
it's
on...
not. It's 8:30.
That's why I said it's almost 9 o'clock.
That's not almost 9 o'clock.
Listen. 9 o'clock is usually pretty late for Dave, considering that he tends to want to head home
Yeah.
by like 9:30. But anyway.
Same could be said with 5-4 was milked to death, though the milk is tasty, not gonna lie.
It's true. Oh boy. Miss Pink Princess, I have a few questions I'd like to ask you.
Also, Resident Evil 9 has been delayed.
Alright. Hey, listen. A delayed game will eventually be good. A bad game is bad forever.
True.
Miss Pink Princess, if you could...
I fucking knew it! I was like, is it Wendy Oldbag?
Yeah.
Is that who it is? And yeah, I was right.
That's why she cracked her hip, remember?
No.
In the last one, it's like, oh, what's up with the Pink Princess? Why'd I swear I heard her hip crack. It's because it's fucking Wendy Oldbag.
Oh my god. This must be what they call fate.
How could this happen 2 days in a row?
Poor Edgeworth.
Like, what the? Aren't you Miss Oldbag?
Why are you surprised?
Ah, so you're the one they got to play the Steel Samurai. It's too bad I didn't realize that until now.
Your acquaintance with Larry.
Looks like Concord and Suicide Squad kill the Justice League for
For
shame.
shame. Yeah. I feel so bad for those two games because
I don't.
I feel slightly bad because listen, nobody sets out to make a bad game, you know?
No, but
Nobody sits down and says, alright guys, we're gonna make the fucking worst possible shit we can ever goddamn make.
No, but well, it's more like, how were they surprised that it turned out to be bad?
I don't know, man. Like I said, nobody sets out to make a bad game. Your acquaintances with Larry.
Why, yes, we worked at the same company for a little while, you know. Yeah, I remember that from the third game.
Yeah.
That's why it's okay, my edgy poo. You don't need to be jealous.
No!
I was in the next room, you know, trying to get in some beauty sleep. But it was so noisy here that I couldn't help fall asleep. So I came over to complain. So imagine my shock when I saw my precious edgy poo waiting here for me. I mean, who could have imagined that you would ever come to a show like this? I guess I've misjudged you, edgy poo. You misjudged him? I thought he was trying to avoid me, you know.
That was no misjudgment on your part. That's precisely what I was trying to do.
But it looks like the winds have shifted and he's now willing to be chased after. I'm simply overwhelmed. Don't you worry, Edgy Poo. I'd chase you for forever, to the ends of the earth.
Calm down, Isabel.
Isn't that just peachy?
This is one of those rare times when Francisca and I actually see eye to eye.
Oh my god.
Poor Edgeworth.
Also, the character I showed you guys, the outfit she's wearing is her default.
Hell yeah, brother.
The difference between him and Phoenix will never not be funny.
I know.
It's so hilarious.
God.
Pink Princess.
I can only imagine. It's like, hey, listen. Hey, listen, Edgeworth, can you come to Wendy Oldbag's funeral? What? No, I don't even like her. But she specifically requested in her will that you at least be there. Alright. I have a few words to say to Wendy Oldbag, and then a hand just pops out of the casket and just goes, "You're coming with me, Edgy!" No! She's gonna be Drag Me to Hell, but with Wendy Oldbag. Edgy Poo, no! Now then.
And then he wakes up in a cold sweat.
Yes. What are you doing here?
And then he looks over and she's right next to him in his bed.
Oh God!
And it's like, ah!
And then he wakes up again.
And then he wakes up again.
And then Phoenix Wright wakes up to him and it's like, "Did you have another bad dream, sweetheart?"
It's just like, the fuck is going on here?
Now then, what are you doing here? I thought you were working at Gatewaterland as the Pink Badger.
I wanted to say that joke, Kelsey. You stole my joke before I said it. I'm sorry. What are you talking about? That was ages ago.
That was yesterday!
Holy shit, that was yesterday. Oh my god.
Edgeworth's been a busy boy.
Look, I worked at Global Studios before, a long time ago, right? Well, they called me up this morning, kind of out of the blue, actually. They called you? Apparently, the girl who plays the Pink Princess collapsed from a bad cold. It happened so suddenly, so they called me in to be her last-minute replacement.
That's the one that...
What?
That's the one that Larry was trying to get with. Do they not have enough people on staff at the studio?
I really couldn't say no, so here I am, playing the role of the heroine. Mine, instead of that Mindy girl, I mean. But the poor girl, I feel bad for her. Because they let me stand in for her, she's going to have a terrible time.
And there she goes again.
Yeah, there she goes yapping.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez.
Actually, I could just...
That's true. Now you just have to read it really fast.
Yeah. Because they let me stand in for her, she's going to have a terrible time when she returns. I mean, I'm not exactly great at reading that strange font they use. Plus, I was called in to be a stand-in at the very last second, so I tripped over all the most important lines. I threw that ragdoll instead of the shuriken, hit the steel samurai instead of the enemy, and the audience was in an uproar. But as an avant-garde art actress, they'll forgive me, because I tell you, they're really just a bunch of simpletons. How's that?
Take a bow. Take a bow.
Thank you. I'll be here all week. You're a rather lively old lady.
So, basically, you received the stand-in request this morning, correct?
I really thought for a sec she played Pink Princess and does some gymnastics shit in her 70s.
It would be so funny, but no.
Nah, she was just filling in. To be honest, I also thought that too, so... you read it?
Yes.
Okay. You got it! If you need to see it, I've got it right here! Look! It appears that she is telling the truth. Request for Miss Oldbag to stand in for Mindy, the Pink Princess actress who fell ill. I tell you, my fine acting moved the entire audience to tears.
Yes, tears of laughter, as I recall.
But being famous has its problems too, you know. Here, take a look at this. It's a letter from a stalker! Wendy, I'll be descending on you from above tonight. Your loving knight. Oh.
I forgore.
What? I was just taking my break when I found this stuck under the door to my room. Honestly, you really have to watch out for these kinds of things. Look at what it says! Wendy!
There's Wendy.
And there's some sort of... Why is there an accent over the E?
Know.
I'll be descending on you from above tonight, your loving knight.
Wendy.
How absolutely revolting! I mean, you'd think he could get my name right. There's no accent in my name.
Wait, this horrible handwriting. Where have I seen this before?
Oh god, it's another person we know?
No. It's somebody in this fucking room.
What? Is it the victim?
No. Who else was descending tonight, Kelsey? Perhaps maybe because they wanted to, surprise somebody.
Huh?
Coming down the chimney tonight.
No! Larry? Wait. Huh? Wait.
Santa baby.
Wait. Larry's attracted to her?
I don't think he knew.
He said Wendy, though.
I think he's just bad at spelling.
How do you mistake Wendy for Mindy?
Well, let's find out.
You didn't let me
oh, sorry.
finish. But now that you're here, Edgy Poo, I feel 100% safe.
Eh? Where do I factor into this?
You'd bust that evil stalker man for my sake, wouldn't you, Edgy Poo?
Well, if you allow me the liberty to handle this in my own way, I'll gladly dispatch a detective to your house later.
Oh, come on, Edgy Poo. Stop being so dismissive and playing hard to get.
Madam, aren't you married? Oh, wait. No, it's just script.
What?
Here, hold on. Continue. Now go into the court record. Uh-oh. Oh, the controller disconnect. Okay, that's weird.
I can't press the R button.
Here, let's just do time of murder. Now try it. There we go.
Oh.
Weird. Alright, so yeah, scroll over. It's an M.
Oh!
And then he does, like, the little scribble I. So that's not an accent, that's the I.
God damn it.
It is really bad handwriting, though.
Wow. Okay.
What were you doing at the time of the crime?
What crime?
What?
After the show was over, I've had nothing but free time on my hands. So I used the fireplace in the room next door to keep my bad hip warm. At the time of the crime, Miss Oldbag was warming her hip in the room next. Was she the one that started the fire?
We didn't start the fire. It was Oldbag.
Oh my god! Well, a murder occurred in the room right next to yours. Is that right? Oh, Edgy Poo, I'm so scared. Hold me. Caress me.
Hold it.
If you could please not cling onto my personage.
In any case, I take it then that you failed to show up at Ambassador Alba's speech. Oh, that. No, I didn't go. I mean, I may have the heart of a young, tender maiden, but my body just refuses to cooperate at times.
It's getting late, so I'll be sleeping. Good night, Naked Kelsey. All right,
Alright.
Cat, you have a good one.
Have a good night.
You have a good sleep. Have a good eep, as some people like to say now.
Yeah.
Go eep.
Go eep. Enjoy edging with Edgeworth. As soon soon as the show ended, my hips started acting up and got stiff. I couldn't move at all.
Can I tell you something really stupid that Dave said to me the other day?
What?
Specifically Silent Vein Dave.
Yeah.
So, I'm playing Nikkei, and I'm streaming it just to, like, you know, be all like, hey, check this out. And then he's like, why haven't you handed in your weeklies? It's like, because I usually like waiting until the very last day to hand them in. And Dave just goes, I knew you enjoyed edging. Love you, Dave. Can you provide proof of your condition?
Oh, you just go on ahead and ask the doctors in the infirmary. They're the ones who carried me from the theater all the way to this embassy.
I have to admit, the thought of her not being able to leave that room is rather pleasant. Dog!
Oh, dog!
Prosecutor Von Karma, I brought the police dog, as you requested, sir.
Good work. You may leave now, officer. Aw, Toshiba!
This dog... It's more than... Also, hi, Marshy, what's up?
Hello?
Marshy, this
Hi,
is
Marshy.
Kelsey. This is Kelsey. She does art.
Hi.
She does art, and she's really good at it. Gotta do it. I gotta do it. I have to. Art, you say? Art, yes.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes. It's happening. I gotta do it, Kelsey. If you won't, somebody has to.
Okay.
She gets all shy and jealous because I just like showing off her art.
Jealous.
Did I say jealous?
You said jealous.
What I meant to say is I gotta show it off because she gets all shy about it. Like, for example, there's this. Ooh, let it focus. There we go.
It's a little hard to see.
That's her D&D character. And yes, on the YouTube channel, that's her art on the thumbnail.
Yep.
There's also this. Again, give it a second to, like, there we go. I gotta do it. I gotta do it, Kelsey. Otherwise, you just don't want to tell people about it. I gotta do it. You're all like, no, I don't want people knowing that I do art. No. This dog.
I requested the assistance of a dog in our search for the Yatagarasu.
I know what dog this is. Looks like you guys have some pretty bright dogs in this country, too. Arf, arf. Hey, you're a real cutie, aren't you? Yeah, that's a good boy. That's the police dog Gumshoe's been taken care of. I think its name is Missile.
It's Missile!
He's back!
Ah!
Look at him. He's adorable.
What a fitting name for a police dog that dashes out in front and attacks.
That action alone isn't exactly what's going to solve this case for us, you know.
One day, Kelsey, I'll need you to draw me a D&D character. Sure.
Commissions, Kelsey. You need them. Commissions, Kelsey.
Is your character also a woman or is it a man? Because if it's a man, I might have a much harder time.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Now, Missile, I want you to find some clues. Go! Barf! I need to work on drawing men. I've drawn woman for so long that it's like... Good dog. You really are quite bright, aren't you? Unlike a certain someone I know. Now, what do we have here? Is that
dear.
A sandwich?
It's
What
the samurai dog.
Is this? It looks like a small hot dog, but...
Wait, Francisca, isn't that an official samurai dog? Ah!
Ah! No! Bad Missile! He ate it. I wonder if it's alright for him to eat that.
it's just a meat substance snack featuring the Steel Samurai. I'm sure he'll be fine.
That's quite a bit of information you gathered there in a single quick glance.
We should really be focusing on why there was a samurai dog there in the first place.
It looks like that snack wasn't all Missile found.
Sure. Oh, and what do we have here?
It appears to be a lady's undershirt. I wonder if Ambassador Alba might have an interest in cross-dressing.
I somehow doubt that. It doesn't look like the shirt would even fit him. Samurai
So
dog?
if I were to potentially ask about a commission in the future, is that something Kelsey would be interested in? Yeah, I'd be interested in that.
See? I have to do it, Kelsey. I have to do it.
I just thought... Nick, I just thought of a Marvel vs. Capcom
Shoot.
joke.
Go for it. See, Kelsey's all shy. She doesn't like showing off her art all that much. Meanwhile, I'm over here like, look at it! Look at it!
I want all of you to look at it!
Exactly. And see, Kelsey? I've got you a prospect.
Yay. I have drawn a few VTubers, so...
Exactly. So now I've got 2 more lined up for you.
Every time you call on Doom, he shoots magic missile, but instead of it being missiles, it's the dog is going hard.
Magic missile. But instead it's just...
So, did you read this?
Oh, yes. Samurai dog and a lady's undershirt. What are these 2 items doing in a room like this? Given the circumstances, the lady's undershirt could only belong to one person.
Weren't we gonna have a slice of that velvet cake?
Yeah, but I was waiting on Dave. You just want to have it? Okay, tell you what. Continue. I'll be right back.
I suppose I should get this over with and ask the owner of said undershirt about it. Found in office fireplace. There's only one person here who would own such a shirt. Then instead of exploding, he just grabs Captain America's shield and runs away, and Doom goes, "No, stop, bad missile." I mean, I don't understand the joke, but I know Nick does. Okay, so... I guess I gotta talk to Miss Tom. He was a much bigger help than I thought he would be. Yes. However, there are a few aspects I don't understand about what he found. In that case, you should keep on investigating until you do understand. Now, my subordinate, continue with the investigation. Oh, right, I will. It is with great dread that I proceed and do what I must to solve this case. Now what? Maybe... Oh. Smoke was pouring. Now we have it.
There we go. So, would you like this piece or this piece? Would you like the slightly bigger piece or the smaller piece? Small piece?
I guess so, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Check it out, everybody. The recipe that I made the other day for my red velvet cake. Well, I can't say it's my red velvet cake because, you know, I didn't come up with the recipe.
I just hope in one of these Ace Attorney games, Von Karma gets arrested and all the charges are brought up against her for whipping everybody, even the judge.
I mean, that's like how many counts of assault?
That's a lot, yeah.
You want to know something weird about this cake?
What?
You know what's in it?
What?
Vinegar.
Really?
You don't taste any of it, huh?
No.
It's weird, but it does make for a nice, like, moist, crumbly cake.
Damn.
Sorry, there's no trace of this room's fireplace being used.
And your point is?
Smoke was supposedly pouring out of the chimney connected to this fireplace. At least according to Larry. This is a contradiction of facts, is it not?
Are you sure he wasn't just disorientated or something up on that roof?
There's testimony from an investigator that puts Larry at this particular chimney. So no, I don't think it was a mistaken impression on Larry's part. On the other hand, the fireplace in the next room was being used at the time. Where do you suppose the smoke from that fireplace went?
Ah, I see. So what are you proposing is this? So what you are proposing is this. The smoke that came out of the chimney was actually from Miss Oldbag's fire. So basically, the fireplaces of neighboring rooms share one chimney. Is that what you are implying?
Precisely.
And since the judge is basically working for the government, that's hitting a government official, so that carries more weight.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Assaulting a judge? I don't know how many years in the pen that is, but,
So what else do we need to,
Let's find out. Let's see. We have that. Passion flowers. Talk about the murder. Use the fireplace. That. Got that. Oh, we have to talk to Old Bag.
Oh, okay.
Oh boy.
Okay.
And present the shirt.
Ah.
The shirt. If you could please take a look at this brown-colored undershirt.
That's brown.
It's kind of like
Oh,
sand pink.
Edgy Poo, what is the meaning of this?
What?
Why did you steal that thing from my bags? All you had to do was ask, and I would have gladly given you as many as you'd like.
Thanks, but no thanks. The shirt was found here at this crime scene.
What?
Come now, why don't you just confess and explain what it's doing here?
I know nothing. Nothing, I tell you.
What?
Oh, I admit that I used the fireplace to dry that shirt. But I can't really help the fact that I had to, you know. Wearing that pink princess costume is like being in a sauna. And on top of that, I get...
It's a term. Get
Yeah,
your mind out of the gutter.
I know. I get fingered as a suspect. You're too cruel, Edgy Poo. Fingerprints. Fingerprints. I don't think so.
On top of that, I get fingered.
As a suspect.
Oh, okay. Are you claiming that you never once set foot inside this room?
Of course I am. If I had been the one to find the body, do you think I'd be as calm and relaxed as I am? I tell you, it's always like that. There we go again. Just gonna let it go.
Wait, hold on. Wait. Oh. We got some deep lore in there. We gotta read some of that.
Oh shit, yeah! I saw something about husband. If I tell you, it's always like this. It's always my fault for some reason or another. That weekly tabloid article is missing. The camera is missing. That lawyer always makes sure it's my fault that they're missing. Speaking of missing, there's the matter of my husband. Can you believe when we got married, he said, "I guess I'm stuck marrying you." What kind of way is that what kind of way to propose is that? What he should have done is he should have whispered in my ear, "I don't deserve you, but I can't help it. Will you marry me?" Honestly, men these days.
There's a lot to unpack there.
Yeah.
Well, I don't believe she's lying about her actions. So where is the husband, by the by?
Yeah! Where is he?
Wendy?
Wendy, what did you do to him?
So I can safely assume that she was really drying her shirt by the fireplace on a break. And somehow the undershirt managed to move from the next room into this one. I assume the samurai dog was also yours.
Ah, that brilliant mind of yours. You really can see through everything about me.
And so the feeling of dread continues, but I suppose I should ask for more details.
Ah, samurai dogs.
That samurai dog was yours, wasn't it?
Oh, of course I'm forever yours, my edgy wedgy poo.
Hold it!
If you could just stick to what I asked you!
Like, Edgy, are you and Miss...
Oh, bag Larry, shut up! No!
You really don't change, do you? When will you learn how to take a joke? Anyway, that samurai dog wasn't mine. Those things are a present from the studio to the embassy.
A present?
Like, the studio bigwigs basically told us to play delivery boys. Like, we were supposed to hand the dogs off to the embassy people and tell them hi. Like, I had to pile them all into the pushcart just to move them all. Those studio guys should have delivered those things by themselves, right, Edgy?
So did you deliver the samurai dogs to the embassy staff as per your instructions?
Like, hey, Edgy, don't just ignore me and my question. Aren't you gonna stick up for me?
Ah, about that. See, after the show, I went to rest a spell in the dressing room because of my bad hip, you know. And there they were. The samurai dogs were just sitting on the dressing room floor.
I suppose you had to make preparations for distributing them after the show.
Well, if by preparation you mean sampling them as well.
Honestly would. Excuse me?
Oh, I tried one and thought they were actually quite good. Sorry, but I just had to find out. I know it was silly of me to think this, but I figured that since they're for a kids show, their taste was probably for kids too. But they were so good that I couldn't stop. Before I went back to my room, I just had to help myself to a half a dozen or so boxes.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus! As I sat there by the roaring fire, warming them and eating them, I thought, this is...
The time to have your lives enriched is now. Let's go!
Yes!
That's probably why Bella's barking.
Yeah, I had a feeling.
But also, Metal Gear creator Hideo Kojima says he's left his staff a USB stick of ideas for after he dies, kind of like a will. And I hope that USB stick stays the fuck out of the hands of Konami.
Yeah, seriously.
They're making a bit of a comeback now, but I still don't trust it. Alright, let me go check on Dave real quick.
Okay.
What is it now? Oh, I know. I bet you want a box too, don't you, my edgy poo? Well, who am I to say no to you? But I'll only give you one. The rest are all for me.
Present for embassy staff. Miss Oldbag took and ate a few from the dressing room. Looks like the lesson for today is that when the Steel Samurai and the Pink Princess take off their masks, they transform into a pair of annoying troublemakers. The lady's undershirt that Missile found. Why are you getting all excited over holding on to ladies' undergarments? Miles Edgeworth, you uncouth sea slug! If you know the owner of said undershirt, then hurry up and return it to her already! You have it all wrong! This is evidence!
Surprise, surprise!
Hey!
Was she coming to run after you?
Yes.
Oh my god. She was
Bella was just like...
She was a charging!
She's like, Dave, 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 Dave.
Hey, Dave.
Hi,
She does
hi.
love doing that thing where if I try to move, she tries to outrun me. All right. How you doing, Dave?
I
Welcome.
am great. How are you guys?
So you have an announcement?
I have 2.
Okay.
Do you want the good news or the meaningless news first?
I guess let's go for the meaningless news so that we can get to the good news.
I watched the Devil May Cry anime,
Okay.
and I actually liked it.
Okay.
All right, fair enough.
Cool.
I just wish they used more original demon designs instead of taking ones we already know.
Reasonable.
Oh my god, why are Agni and Rouge so fucking ugly? And British!
Why are they British?
And ugly. They look so much better in 3 without heads.
Yeah.
Come on, those bodies. Ah.
For context, Kelsey, remember the red and blue like ogre looking guys? That was
Sort
Agni and
of.
Rudra.
I mean, they weren't really all that memorable.
They were much better in 3.
That's what I've heard.
So,
Brother, our guest is sighing. Sigh? What is sigh? Well, a sigh is when. That's conversation. Anyway, the good news, the important news, is Jasmine and I have started trying to have a baby.
I knew it!
Dave, you want to know what's really funny?
What?
Last week we were just saying Dave would make a great father.
Oh God, no! Why would people think that about me?
Well, I mean, you're trying for it now, so
We
hey.
are.
Congratulations, my dude. So, I definitely think that's worth pouring one out.
Okay.
Well, trying. I'm assuming it hasn't happened yet,
Not
right?
yet. She got her IUD out, and times
Okay.
have happened.
All right.
Okay.
Fair enough. Well, even still, we wish you the best.
Yeah. Good luck.
To almost fatherhood.
Almost. Cheers.
Cheers.
Clink.
Clink.
I will clink an imaginary shot glass. Clink.
Clink, clink. Oh, sorry. The alcohol burn. Ah. Well, congrats, man, for real.
Yeah.
We were actually just wondering, do you think it's that? Do you think it's that?
I was like, is she pregnant?
Not yet.
I was close though. I was very close. Dave's gonna take his kid to the gym and get her jacked as fuck.
Have you ever seen that
Not
one?
until they're teenagers.
Have you ever seen that one thing where it's like, oh, do's and don'ts of like rearing a child, and like the one is like exercising the child, and it's like the mother like playing with the feet, and then it's like the father's just straight up putting him in a bench press, and he's just like, come on, man, lift. That's gonna be you. Dad's like, oh, he's so cute, and then you're just gonna be like, push, come on, you can do it. Also, Nick, it's been 16 goddamn years since The Miz debuted in WWE. Goddamn. Well, he's doing something right.
Good for him.
Alrighty then. Are we ready for this?
Hell yeah.
And the owner of the piece of evidence was in the room next door. And yet, despite that, Missile found it in the fireplace of this room.
Their name is Missile.
Yep.
The dog.
There's a little dog.
A Shiba Inu.
I have not seen them.
This lady's undershirt.
Are you seriously claiming that it somehow passed through a solid brick wall?
Not quite. The fireplace in this room is connected to the chimney. The other fireplace in the other room is also connected to the same chimney, leading us to the possibility that the two fireplaces are connected to each other.
Perhaps a closer look at the back of the fireplace is in order.
Why do I not trust the flower on the wall?
And it's just a
I saw the target.
Yeah.
it's just a motif.
Okay.
There's an...
There's an X.
There's a face.
Where?
Eyes.
Oh
and
my
that's the
God.
mouth.
Oh wow.
It's
Yeah.
a face.
That's also a face.
Oh my god, it is.
This face is all like, ah! This face is all like,
Oh, I was picturing like these are the eyes and this is the mouth. Just like,
Yeah.
What are you doing?
yeah.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
I see that as like a very ooh looking face.
Yep.
Whereas this is just a very like blah voice. Ah, there's an X on the back wall of the fireplace. Let's see if I can't get a better look at it. Oh!
What in the...
The wall separating this room's fireplace from the next room's fireplace apparently turns. As I suspected, this fireplace does indeed connect this room to the neighboring room.
I'm Agent Lang. I knew this all along.
The neighboring room?
There appears to be nothing particular about the next room. But the fact that there's nothing special about the next room isn't what's important. It's the fact that there's a secret passageway through this room's fireplace.
Ambassador Alba's office fireplace is connected to the neighboring room's fireplace. We now know that the fireplace connects the two rooms. But how exactly is that significant? You aren't going to suddenly name the old lady as Damask II's killer now, are you?
No, she couldn't move at all because of a stiff hip. So she could not have been the one. Unfortunately, I believe that this fireplace has nothing whatsoever to do with Damask II's murder.
Investigation complete.
For now.
For now.
Oh boy, now we gotta talk to Larry.
Oh boy.
It would appear that the answer has made itself known.
There you go.
You're making quite a confident face there, Mr. Prosecutor. Bring it on! I'm ready to counter any argument you may have.
Very well then, if you are prepared. I'll show you exactly where my deductions have led me.
Why, good. I'm counting on you, Edgy.
Leave it to me, Larry. My first attack will be to expose your lie for what it really is.
I was hoping you just say shut up, Larry.
My lie!
I know that there's still something you are keeping from the rest of us.
Like, what's wrong with you? Why is it that you won't believe me no matter what I say, Edgy? Curse you! I should just hurry up and die already if that's how it's gonna be. Oh.
Oh no, it's that they're just really good friends.
Yeah, they went to
sort of.
They went to elementary school together for a bit.
Okay.
Oh, but time for some real world news. Johnny Somali is facing 36 years in Korean prison. Didn't we talk about this before?
Yeah, we did.
Who the hell's Johnny Small?
He's
This streamer that was being a nuisance. That was being a nuisance in other countries, and then he fucked around and found out in Korea.
He fucked around, found out, and now he's facing 36 years in prison in Korea.
Wait, how does he find out he was fucking around?
Basically,
did he find out, or people found out he was fucking around?
He was fucking around in Korea and got arrested.
In legal trouble.
In legal trouble, yeah.
I don't know to what extent, and I don't know what exactly happened, but he broke some laws in Korea, and now he's facing prison sentencing.
I mean,
yeah.
I'm never that.
And got punched in the face by a Korean army veteran. Damn.
That's
kind of funny,
you gotta
actually.
do something really bad.
Yeah.
To do that.
Sorry.
Like, I'll confess to every murder in the whole world, and then I'll kill myself! And throw everything into mass confusion!
Sorry, am I being too loud, Dave?
Not you. I just can't believe this guy.
We can't either.
Well, it's all you, Dave.
You made some wonderful friends as a child, I see.
Larry, I only have one thing to say to you.
Like, even if you make that face at me, it's no use!
Shut up, Larry.
A man who's ready to die is strong-willed, you know!
He started going into the Edgeworth accent there.
Larry, it doesn't matter what sort of harebrained trouble you've caused. I only ask that you do not lie to me. If you cause an innocent person to be judged unfairly because of some insipid lie, I will never forgive you.
Like Edgy!
Although allowing to say that I consider you to be among the innocent in this case, and that I will draw the real killer out.
With my insane intellect.
With my huge galaxy brain thinking. You can trust me on this.
Alright, this time I'll tell you the whole truth, okay?
Can I ask you to do something?
Sure.
Can you say I'm about to big brain this mother in the Edgeworth voice?
Sure. I'm about to big brain this motherfucker.
You know what you also need to say?
What?
Brain blast.
Instead of Eureka, it's Brain Blast!
Yep.
Oh.
Yep.
Also, so wait, Prince, there's a new charge? The deets, give them. Whoops.
Hey.
Not the princess.
Oh, good princess.
But yeah,
Okay.
gotta make that Jimmy Neutron reference.
Like this time, I'll tell you the whole truth, okay? Like what happened and what didn't happen, the works.
Just what happened will do.
I can't stand that. Just
Now
He's not
then,
the Grinch.
now then, if you would please testify as to what you did up on the roof tonight.
I actually forgot about that, Prince, and he did. Oh, obstruction of business.
Oops.
I actually
Jeez.
forgot about that, Prince, and he did plead guilty to that. Damn.
Like I said, I feel like I've never known who this person is. And the more I hear about it,
I didn't know about him until I heard that he started like being a nuisance in Japan. And then a whole bunch of other people started, a whole bunch of other streamers started being nuisances in Japan. Although it's not like he was the first to do that, because we all know who the first one to do that was.
yeah,
Was
the
it
first
me?
really
No.
the first more public example, shall we say?
Yeah.
Because I'm sure other people have also fucked around and found out. Up on the rooftop.
Like after the show, I left the push cart in the rose garden, and came into the embassy. Then they took a picture of me shaking hands with the ambassador. That's right back there. And after that, until my next appearance, I had some free time, so I wandered around. That's when I spotted the chimney. A chimney like that is a rare thing, you know? So I wanted to play Santa and decided to give it a try.
Harry, I just finished telling you to not lie anymore.
But I'm not lying.
It's kinda ultra embarrassing.
What exactly is so ultra embarrassing that you can't tell me?
Edgy man, I just said it was embarrassing, so of course I can't just blurt it out. So you're just gonna have to reason it out of me.
As your superior, I command you to hurry up and expose this man's lie.
I have every intention to, for I'm not about to let us waste time on such a trifling matter.
I wish he left it at just expose this man. That would have been hilarious.
She just whips him once in the ass and his pants fall down. This man is wearing monkey trousers.
I mean, it's a jumpsuit, so she'd have to.
Ah, shit, you're right.
Is the whole thing a singlet?
I don't
Or
know.
are the pants and the top separate parts?
I don't know.
We need to put this to the test.
She whips him once, the whole thing comes apart, and he's just naked.
Yep. It's like,
Larry, are you not wearing You weren't wearing underwear under that.
Baby powder.
oh my god.
Lots and lots of baby powder.
So, am I pressing anything?
The fifth statement. Baby powder. Oh boy.
Hold it! Please put your mask back on.
You suddenly want to play Santa. Hey, so Kelsey, have you figured out why he doesn't want to admit to anything yet?
Did he? What did he like? Rip his pants or something?
No.
Is he actually not wearing underwear?
No.
Is it because he actually still believes that Santa's real?
No.
Oh, and then...
Think about it. He left a message that he'd be coming down the chimney tonight to a certain someone.
I wasn't here.
You weren't. So here, let's continue.
I don't know who he told.
Actually, I dressed up as Santa once before already. That was down at Gourd Lake.
appreciate you if you didn't dredge up such unnecessary memories for me.
Yeah, sounds like you guys share a lot of history. A perk to being childhood friends, huh?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Besides, it's not a felony to dress up and play Santa, you know. I do it sometimes. In fact, every Sunday.
Lang lore there.
Santa doesn't go around killing people after he comes down a family's chimney, after all. He just steals their cookies.
Unless it's Krampus.
Actually, is it worth delving into whether or not playing Santa's a big deal?
Is
Raise
it?
an objection.
Isn't it?
Actually, I believe in the case of this man, playing Santa is actually quite a big deal.
Are you saying that your buddy isn't exactly made of Santa quality stuff? Because I am.
Precisely. You hit the nail on the head, Agent Lang.
Like, hey, Edgy, that's so incredibly mean.
Tell me something, Larry. Did you know that Santa's job is to deliver presents to people all over the world?
Like, of course I know that. I did graduate from junior high, you know.
Why is he keep mentioning he graduated from junior high?
Probably because
Because
that's
he
his
dropped
peak.
out of high school.
Did he not go to high school?
I mean, he probably went. Dropped out.
Oh my gosh.
I think he, Bros comes off like one of those people who peaked in high school. He didn't even peak in middle school.
Oh my gosh.
In that case, it's your turn to tell me something. I want you to tell me to whom you were delivering a present to.
Like, I was, delivering a present to a child, not basking in the warm glow of love.
Dude, delivering a present, Mindy. But instead, it would have ended up being Wendy. Oh my.
Objection!
That must be the most elegant description of you I've ever heard, but a lie is still a lie.
I mean, they both call him Edgy. They have that.
Yeah, you sure know how to kick a big guy when he's down, you know that?
Oh, my dick.
In any case, the person you wish to deliver a present onto was most certainly this. Also,
I haven't
yeah,
seen Kay in a while.
D&D Shorts turned 4 years old today. Good for them.
Nice.
I'm still waiting on my physical edition of Ryoko's Guide D&D Shorts. Please! I understand, it takes a long time to make
So
that stuff.
it's Wendy.
Yes, this is...
Take that!
Yeah, interesting taste you have there, Mr. Suspect.
Don't spread lies about me! Like, I totally didn't want to see Miss Oldbag so much that I try to go down a chimney. Ow!
I advise you to stop right there in your bashing of a lady.
Well, I must admit that I myself hardly ever have the want to run into that lady. However, what if you were
She calls you
misinformed?
poo, dude.
Edgy fool.
What if you were misinformed and under the wrong impression? Then what?
Define wrong impression. I can't read.
I simply mean that the man before you thought to enter the old lady's room without knowing one very important fact. And that fact is best summed up with this. And I'm pretty sure it's the stand-in request.
Yep.
Take that!
This is something the old lady received from her employer for the night. The girl who normally plays the Pink Princess, Mindy, was it again? It seems that this man is quite taken with that actress.
Like, but that's not true, Edgy. She's the one with the hots for me. Like, I just know it. I can feel her sexy beam piercing my heart when she's watching me. Sexy beam, I tell you.
You filthy, despicable, inconsiderate, fickle, idiotic, cowardly apparition of a man!
Apparition?
You haven't matured at all since we last met.
Hey, Mr. Prosecutor.
Yes?
This guy, he's got bigger problems than just getting involved in murders, I take it.
You have no idea.
Oh, yeah.
I suppose you could put it that way.
Like, hey, what the heck, man? I don't get you guys at all.
Today, this is just bashing Larry hour.
Basically. To be fair, he deserves
He
it.
kinda does a little bit.
I like how you say that about every person you meet in these games. They deserve to get bashed.
I mean, where's the lie, though?
Yeah, a lot of them do.
Like, why do you have to make me out to be some sort of bad guy?
To return to the original topic, I propose that at least this much has been made clear. Without any knowledge that Miss Mindy had fallen ill, Larry tried to make his way into the Pink Princess's room. That much we know for sure.
Surprise! Like, hey, Edgy, looks like I've got the hang of this court thing now.
But we're not in court at the moment.
Shut up! I see what's going on here, and it looks like just like what you do in court.
I got the hang of this court thing now. We're not in court. Shut up. I guess old boy here still has something he'd like to say. Lang Shi says, until the root of the tongue dries, one never knows the whole truth. One shouldn't form conclusion until everything is out in the open, which is why I'll listen.
Like,
And I can't read.
like, okay, get ready to listen to me defeat Edgy in a battle of wits.
Larry, have you forgotten that
That'd
should
be a
I...
good one.
Have you forgotten that should I lose, your victory prize will be your rest?
I think he did forget that.
He forgore.
That was the best burn I've ever heard.
So you think that I wanted to do was go visit Mindy? Well, like, I dressed up as Santa and climbed up to the chimney, but the smoke was really thick. It was a case of mistaken identity, and that mistake made me late for the speech. Like, then to top it all off, I became a suspect in a murder. That's what you really meant.
The only mistake here is you. Larry, you are a mistake.
His serious face looks like he just cracked a fart in an elevator and tried to act nonchalant.
It's like the scene from Liar Liar where he gets out of the elevator and everybody's all like, oh, it smells so bad. And then he just turns around and it was like, it was me!
Why would I ever put myself through so much humiliation on purpose?
You do that a lot. You do that a lot, though, Larry. Just not on purpose.
I like how Lang can't even look at him.
Like, hey, someone say something.
Larry, are you seriously trying to submit this? Not as a confession, but as a testimony.
Like, so what if I am? Is there something wrong with that?
Sexy beam.
My claim is a claim claiming my claim. Do you have a problem with that?
So it was you! You're my stalker! But I should warn you, it doesn't matter what kind of flattery you throw at me. I'm the devoted type of woman who's wholly focused on... I'm gonna let her yap.
When you were yapping before about her husband, where he said, at their wedding, he said, well, I guess I'll marry you because I have to.
He's like, I guess I'm stuck marrying you.
Yeah, that one.
And now she's like, oh, I'm a devoted type of woman. Also, Wendy, old bag.
Edgy poo.
I'm the devoted type of woman who's wholly focused on one man and one man only. And as long as Edgy Poo is alive, I can't just drop him and be unfaithful. No, I can't. Although earlier I was tempted but just a tiny whiny bit by that wolf man. But that was just a test of my... Oh, shit!
Oh, no.
Run, Lang, run!
Onto me.
Run, Lang!
She's coming
Red
on
light.
to me, no!
Red light, red light, red light.
But that was just a test of my love for my dear Edgy Poo, which I passed with flying colors. But from now on, I will stay completely true to my beloved Edgy Poo for the rest of eternity. I swear it!
Oh, I'm so inspired.
So, are we just gonna ignore the fact that she's clearly being unfaithful towards her actual husband?
She's unfaithful to her actual husband. For only a fraction of a second, she was unfaithful to Edgeworth.
I wasn't here.
You're such an inconsiderate, cowardly, idiotic, and all-around completely worthless man.
I thought I had
Why
something
do you
ominous just
use
now.
so many synonyms?
That's just how she is.
But perhaps it was my imagination. I believe there's nothing further for me to prove at this point.
Like, what do you mean? Of course you got something to prove. Like, you still have to show some proof that I was trying to meet up with Mindy.
Proof, you say?
Remember, Edgy, everything is evidence in court, right?
I mean, evidence is everything in court, Larry. But I understand your point. Like, yeah, I'm totally a pro at this now. Very well. If you wish to see the evidence...
Oh my god.
I mean, everything
Larry.
technically is evidence, and evidence is everything. I think it works both ways.
To be fair, all this is considered hearsay.
Oh.
That let me...
Is hearsay admissible?
Technically, no.
Technically.
And I'm gonna say technically because it's weird, right? Like, if you ask a lawyer if hearsay is admissible in a court of law, they will say no. However, if you blurt out in court that, hey, some big development, you can't unhear that.
Hey, there's a puppy blowing up balloons outside!
If you just blurt something out, and, like, I guess if the judge doesn't strike it from the record, it's like, well, you can't unhear that. Now everybody knows.
And the stenographer took note of it, too.
Probably, unless it's stricken from the record.
How the hell can you be a stenographer? Like, I don't know how anyone can be a stenographer and just take notes on every little
Same. Just like... just non-stop fingers. But I don't know. I'm not a lawyer. I can't, answer that. So we're gonna have to find somebody who is a lawyer and just ask, hey. Then let me show you the last piece of evidence you'll ever wish to see. Let's just put this guy away.
Yeah.
Present the letter from a stalker on the first or fifth statement. Oh boy.
letter from the stalker.
Objection!
I was like, I'm just too good.
Larry, don't even think about denying that you have knowledge of this letter. Hi! Oh, are you showing that thing to me?
Wendy, I'll be descending on you from above tonight, your loving knight. Well, isn't that just romantic?
Wendy?
Yep.
He meant to write it as Mindy.
But because his chicken scratch handwriting is so terrible, it looks like Wendy.
Yeah. With an accent on the E, which is actually just supposed to be the dot of the I in Mindy.
But
Alright.
But you weren't able to descend on her from above, were you, Mr. Loving Knight? Ah!
I've been found out!
Like, I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't remember a thing.
Objection!
You can pretend to be ignorant all you'd like, but it's written right here. This letter proves that you were not out to meet the old lady, but rather that you were attempting to pay Miss Mindy a visit. And then, yeah, we just highlight the name.
Yeah.
Take that!
Oh, it's cursed.
Yeah.
Yep. But his handwriting is pretty terrible, so...
Yeah.
Larry, I suggest you take up penmanship lessons. That is, if you never wish to experience this level of embarrassment ever again.
Like, what the heck? What are you talking about? Speak English!
I thought I was.
You wrote Mindy so sloppily that it became Wendy to the average eye.
Like, hey, stop picking on me. It's so embarrassing!
I only went to junior high. There. It isn't that childhood friend. Isn't that what childhood friends are for? They're the best, aren't they? For punching!
Oh
But that will have you wait until we're off. But that will have to wait until we're off of this crime scene. Punch! Anyway.
Edgy! Save me from the scary man!
God.
He's gonna say that in prison, isn't he?
Like, Edgy, save me from the scary man!
Sorry, Larry, you're the one that dropped the soap.
I told you not to drop the soap.
Sure, if you're willing to make amends, starting with your incredibly embarrassing mistake.
So, who died in this one?
Well, technically 2 people died in this one.
Yeah, 2 people, actually.
It's a double homicide.
Ah.
Like that. Like that wasn't me.
Come again.
Like it's a fake. Someone's out to get me, so they made that fake letter to set me up.
Accept your defeat graciously.
What? You guys are being so mean.
Hold it!
Penmanship analysis.
Like, what's that?
No matter who, all people have a certain unique features about their handwriting. Ergo, all we have to do is compare the handwriting in this letter to a sample of yours. And we'll know soon enough who it was that sent this letter.
I'll never write another thing in my life.
Hold it!
We already have something of his.
Yeah, the autograph.
It's no use, Mr. Loving Knight. This is just doggone Larry hour right here.
Again.
For you have
Part two.
already graciously provided me with a sample of your handwriting.
Take that!
This autograph and our mysterious letter. If we compare the handwriting, we'll know the answer to our questions soon enough. Confess now, Larry, to your miserable failure!
I'm sorry. Like I did it. It was me causing trouble again. I admit it. You hit the nail right on the head, Edgy.
So he finally confesses.
Like, I saw the pink princess being carried around in a stretcher and got worried, alright? Like, I wanted to go into Mindy's room, but the doctors wouldn't let me in. So
You're not exactly sterile.
So, like, what choice did I have? It was the chimney or bust, Edgy!
Your mind jumped from the door to the chimney. What a criminally overactive imagination.
She's got a point.
She does.
Well, at least I was honest and wrote Mindy a letter and stuck it under the door. Like, that way she wouldn't be so shocked when I came down through the chimney.
Except for the fact that the letter was an utter failure at conveying said sentiment.
I'm really, really sorry.
Larry, you may be a shameful, good-for-nothing blight on the face of humanity.
Oh my god.
Like,
However-
that was savage right there.
However, I always knew you weren't the killer. I told you to trust me, because at the very least I can attest to that about you.
Edgy, you're...
We've lost a lot of valuable time because of you.
Ow!
He deserved that.
Kind of did a little bit.
In any case, I believe we can say that we now know exactly what happened. Mr. Larry Butts sought to climb down the chimney. What kind of last name is Butts? Not for the access to the crime scene,
It was better
But-
when your name was Donham.
but to enter the room of an elderly lady next door.
Great job, Mr. Prosecutor. I knew that all along. Although I still find it a bit unbelievable that the two of you are friends.
That's not part of the case.
But the suspicion on that guy over there isn't completely resolved yet. So don't get any funny ideas about running off, okay?
Ow!
Here's my number.
Like, hey, what? Edgy, what does the wolf man mean when he says I'm not off the hook yet?
I'm the Wolfman. It's funny because I have lycanthropy.
He means
He means the murder weapon.
Do you think Von Karma would be an aggressive woke person?
Hmm.
I'm not sure.
I do think she is.
Probably.
Maybe.
And she would just constantly whip people for, like, even stupid shit.
She'd probably whip herself to run faster.
Damn.
He means the murder weapon. Larry, did you forget? There are 2 layers of suspicion hanging over your head.
That's exactly what I mean. We can't only rely on the words of the suspect after all. We may have figured out where he was and what he was doing all night. But the bloodstained samurai sword that was left at the crime scene. As long as there's no satisfactory explanation for that, this wolf will refuse to ease up on his bite.
like Edgy, that guy, he seriously looks like he's about to take a bite out of me.
So I'm actually playing the Wolf of the Dead Asim right now.
Yup.
I have lycanthropy playing the guy who gave me lycanthropy.
Oh, I got a joke for you guys.
What?
What do you call a werewolf YouTuber? No. A like and subscribe. Truly the dichotomy of man. Hearing a pun, ha, and then Kelsey.
Looking away now.
Just real quick, Kelsey. Remember the two the
Yes.
3 wolves?
Yes.
It's like hearing a pun, Nick and Dave. Kelsey.
Yep.
Does Kelsey know what happened to Ace?
I don't think so. So, Kelsey, in our most recent D&D game, in a different session altogether, Dave got bit by a werewolf.
Oh shit.
So now he has the potential of becoming a werewolf dragonborn.
Oh fuck.
And when the wolf bit me, my first reaction was, teeth! Why do they have teeth? And it's latched onto my arm. Someone goes, you know they're wolves, right?
Why do they have teeth?
Oh, I see it now.
Also, I feel like I'm gonna get bonked for this, but I'm gonna say it anyway.
Von Karma ex Mihara.
You know, they would probably go really well together.
What the hell's me?
I will gladly show you.
Oh boy. But also,
Should I be worried?
commenting on your previous comment, Amatsu, it's a good thing that Von Karma was written in the 2000s and not today, because she probably would be that if she was written today. Overspec Mihara.
Yeah, no, don't worry. To be fair, both Miharas qualify.
Yeah.
So, you know Nikkei, right?
Yeah.
Speaking of which,
I know it.
love her. Must take care of her. She's basically just Kelsey, and I need to take care of her.
Okay.
She likes food. Nom 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 nom.
Okay.
But here's new Mihara.
So what's her actual gun?
Oh no, she has a big ass fucking like machine gun.
And
He's nodded to that.
She goes skibbity bat and there we go.
she's got impressive measurements, but I mean,
Measurements.
I really don't know how to react to it.
It's okay.
You had me at food, though.
It's okay, Dave. I know what you're really about.
And also, Kelsey, you can say
Yes.
that about most any
Best
character
girl.
in back past 2003. Yeah. Basically.
Alright, shall we? I'm well aware, and you should be as well, that this upcoming battle would be crucial.
Battle! Thanks for the cooperation of our lovely bumbler. You called him lovely. I've been dealt a very nice hand, and a sweet trump card. Looks like we're about to enter the final bout! Now, Mr. Prosecutor, let's see what you've got.
Show me.
Right here!
Show me what you got. I can easily point out.
Can you dig it?
I can easily point out the contradiction in the supposed murder weapon. But the real problem for me is figuring out what the real murder weapon is. This would be a high-stakes gamble. But this is one game I can't afford to lose. Alrighty.
That face.
Why, Larry?
Wait, am I reading this?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you are.
Okay. I was the one who found the body of the victim.
Damask.
Damask the
The
second.
second. Yeah.
Beside him was the samurai sword, glittering red and offering up the scent of blood. Smell. It was supposed to be in the Steel Samurai's dressing room, but I found it here instead. Plus, I found the murder weapon's owner, the suspect, Larry Butts, in here too.
Butts. Isn't that a bit far-fetched to accuse someone simply on the basis of ownership?
But this owner wanted to sneak onto the crime scene. I think that's plenty to go on, don't you? He's going to jail.
If you're alluding to his reason for being by the chimney, we've already established that.
Not so fast.
Hold on there, Mr. Prosecutor. You two are longtime friends, right? I don't feel sorry for you. Who's to say you didn't fabricate the evidence to give him an alibi?
You're accusing me of fabricating evidence?
I mean,
Look at your hair.
like, look at who your
Mentor is.
mentor is.
Oh yeah, he actually knows about that too.
Yep. He was there.
You think I can believe anything you produce? Forging evidence is all you prosecutors do.
This man has some serious issues with prosecutors.
A lot of people have issues with prosecutors in this series, it seems.
Like, but come on, I can't think up of something as complicated as that, right, Edgy?
Go to jail now, Larry. You've lost Monopoly.
Just go to jail.
Just go
Like,
straight
what did
to
I
jail.
do?
You didn't do anything. Just go to jail. Just sit in the corner, face it, put the dunce cap on.
You landed on the go to jail space. Go to jail, Larry.
However, Agent Lang knows nothing about you, or me for that matter. I sense his hatred for
No, Monopoly, it's a card, not space.
I sense his hatred for my entire profession emanating from his entire being.
Hatred.
Meaning that the only way I can prove Larry's innocence is to present irrefutable evidence.
Fabricated. Preferably.
Why, Larry?
By pressing anything.
So, the second statement. Hello, Tom.
Hold it!
Excuse me, but glittering red and offering up the scent of blood.
Do I have to spell it out for you? I mean, the sight and smell of blood, of course. And according to the tests, the blood on the sword belongs to the victim. The sword was made to only be used on stage, so it's not sharp.
Oh yeah, Nick and Dave, did you guys watch the tournaments I posted in the Discord for each of you?
1 second, hold on.
I
real quick.
started watching the Grand Blue one. I didn't finish it.
No, but I did catch the Guilty Gear one. Not Guilty Gear, Street Fighter. I did catch Street Fighter.
Strife Fighter.
Street Fighter.
But it is pretty weighty. It's certainly heavy enough to beat someone to death with. Which leads me to suspect that the victim was beaten to death with the sword.
Beaten to death, huh? This last statement is too important to just let it slip by. Now... So, I suspect he beat the victim to death with that thing. That is present the samurai spear.
Objection!
So cycle all the way through.
Yeah.
You could use the right stick to, like, jump pages. Do you know what this is, Agent Lang?
My dick!
I mean, it is a long spear, so...
Yeah, it's a long spear, right? We used to use those a lot in my country a long time ago. Piercing, mowing people down. Spears are the weapon of heroes throughout history.
It's the next most effective weapon after the whip.
The whip isn't even effective.
No, it isn't.
I think the whip is a slightly
But
different
I
category.
really like the review of Shadowversity. They tried out whips. Like, this is actually kind of fun.
Well, yeah, I'm sure it's fun. I just don't know if it's effective.
It can be. It just takes way too much practice.
Yeah.
Plus, I can't imagine it works on people with, like, armor or something.
Yeah.
I mean, if they have an open faceplate,
So basically, if it's exposed.
Yeah.
So.
So what's your point? Are you going to tell me that the spear is the real weapon?
No, I simply want you to take a look at this section here.
The way it's bent?
Precisely. Apparently, a certain troublemaker headed against the wall from this embassy earlier. And as you can clearly see, the insides of the Steel Samurai's weapons are hollow. In other words, they're replicas that aren't strong enough to deliver a damaging blow. Let alone the multiple strikes necessary to bludgeon someone to death. And yet, there's not even a dent in the samurai sword. How do you explain that?
Like, oh yeah, the sword and the spear are made of the same stuff, so they bend easy. Like, but I wish they'd make them out of better stuff, cause the spear got bent. Like, I wasn't able to do my special early summer rain jab move. Like, man, I got such an earful from the director of the play for not doing it in the show.
Steel Samurai's special move was changed tonight because of him?
No! Because he bent it, Larry couldn't do the early summer rain jab special attack.
Gee, that couldn't
I
possibly...
like how that's the note.
It's gonna come into play later on.
Oh my god.
Ouch!
That's more than enough of your whiny whimpering.
But that's all he does.
Now, back on the topic of the spear.
Yeah, so let's just return to the real topic of discussion. This is where the real gamble begins. I don't have a real strategy per se, so all I can do for now is let the chips fall where they may.
Using guesswork and taking risks is in place of real logic is hardly the Von Karma way. It's neither smart nor very clever.
Miss Von Karma, as you know, unlike your father, I am not a genius prosecutor. Plus, I doubt his record of a 40-year win streak will ever be broken. Especially since he cheated.
Isn't this after?
Yes.
So... Okay.
But perhaps it is time. It is for the best if it remains unbroken. For no one should have conceived of the notion to convict all defendants in the first place.
Objection!
What a foolishly foolish statement from a foolish fool who hates to lose. It's the job of a prosecutor to make
Technically,
sure
yes.
that all defendants are found guilty in court. There's nothing more important in this world than a perfect victory.
Whoops. Okay, I do it too.
You didn't say that happened. I was trying to do something cool. And it failed.
It's just... Okay. I still thought it was cool.
Hold it!
I like how they're just objecting each other.
Yeah. Just like a real court.
And like standing there like,
I can't read.
I can't read!
That's maybe your opinion. However, I don't believe that that's all we are.
where's Sheena?
Speaking of which, oh yeah, we haven't seen her in a while.
Or Kay.
That's right, they're both probably still getting... So,
I'm constipated.
as a prosecutor, what I pursue is not the perfect victory, but the perfect truth. And if that means that the bridge I must cross will crumble beneath my feet, then let it crumble as I walk on towards the truth.
You're good at keeping me entertained, Mr. Prosecutor. But you know, humans are delicate creatures. I'm a wolf. The slightest bump and we expire.
Okay. I think it should have been you expire. 'Cause, I'm not human. Fuck you. Can we go back to the last one? I gotta fix that.
The slightest bump and you expire.
Okay, there we go.
I'd like you to consider, if you will, the possibility that the sword was used in such a way that the attack killed Damask II without bending it. So what do you think of my hypothetical scenario?
I think it's
not.
I think it's utter bullshit.
I think you know what to do here, right? And what you need?
Of course. What I need is evidence that even he can't refute. No, this is it. This is time to bring it to a close.
Why Larry Part 2?
Oh boy.
Oh, yeah.
Press the
Oh,
third.
Yeah, you do have to read this.
Okay.
It's possible to use the samurai sword to kill someone. And under these circumstances, it's the only logical conclusion. We searched the embassy, top to bottom, but the victim's blood is only on that weapon. So isn't it only natural that suspicion would fall onto the owner of said weapon?
How long do you intend to cling onto that preposterous theory?
I'm a wolf! I don't let things go. Where's my chew toy? As long as I want, because we examined every corner within the walls of this embassy. There's no stone we've left unturned.
Except that you ignored this piece of evidence and that piece of evidence.
I didn't drag that. No. Alright.
And we have managed to come up with only one logical conclusion. That the only place inside this embassy with the victim's blood on it is this sword.
Hold it!
You left no stone unturned. Is that a fact?
Not the best!
If you've got something to say, then say it in the only way I respect, Mr. Prosecutor.
I was about to do that.
Yes, of course. In that case, allow me to make it all crystal clear for you. Just fucking chew toy. He's just got a little bone in his pocket that he just goes, squeaky.
I need that. That sounds so funny. So am I pressing anything?
The third statement.
We get me just a chew toy to whenever I play as him.
Want me to get you Bella's chew
Hold it.
toy? No,
I mean, I
that's-
should have one of my own.
That's just gross.
I should have one of my
yeah,
own.
that'd be pretty gross.
The only place where you can find blood was on the samurai sword.
That's right, even with Luminol.
Oh, I see where
the thing.
I see where he's going with this.
Which means that there are no other possibilities outside of what I've already outlined.
I have a problem with Agent Lang's assertion that the samurai sword is the weapon.
Raise an objection.
Yeah.
Only Sheena were here. She could read this for me.
Can you guess? Can you guess where this is going, Kelsey?
Yeah.
If you believe that there's no other door of possibility left to open, then allow me to force one open for you.
Not the best!
And how do you plan to do that?
By showing you what may possibly be the real murder weapon.
Not the best!
It's time for Guess the Winner of Death Battle.
Oh boy. I'm guessing this is the newest one?
The real murder weapon. I hate to repeat myself. But my men have already searched every last inch of this embassy. And this children. And they've concluded that nothing else could have been used as the weapon.
I like how he didn't do any investigating himself. People telling him.
Yes. This is all from what I got told.
Tanjiro versus young Jonathan Joestar.
I feel like Tanjiro wins that.
Which one
Or
was
do you mean Jonathan or Joseph?
Jonathan?
Jonathan was the original, like the first one.
First JoJo,
He was the one who just only knew Hamon.
No.
Phantom Blood.
I have not watched that in
Okay.
and I did not follow it. I watched until stands were a thing. And just went, that's like the best stand is the one. I need this 3,000 yen camera.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's Joseph's.
Yeah, that's Joseph's stand. And then that was literally never brought up and mentioned ever again.
Yes, just every time I use this, I need to buy this 3,000 yen camera.
So, yeah, I think Tanjiro wins that.
But young,
Really?
the young version of it was actually pretty powerful.
Really? Jonathan wins that.
Huh.
I mean, Tanjiro has sword and he can breathe. Like,
I don't know, I thought...
Jonathan doesn't have a sword, but he can breathe. I guess he breathes better than Tanjiro.
I guess maybe comparatively.
Well, they both have breathing powers.
Yeah,
Yes,
they-
young Jonathan Joestar was too fast, too skilled, and had the power of Hamon.
Huh.
Huh?
And I suppose I overestimated how powerful Tanjiro is.
Like end of series Tanjiro or like
It doesn't seem like it specifies. We just know that it's young Joseph Joestar.
Jonathan.
Jonathan.
okay.
Well,
Knowing these facts, do you still want to press forward with your little hypothesis? I'm using science words.
of course.
They gave him water and fire style. Breathing.
Yeah, like I said, I guess I just overestimated because I don't know. But
It's
then
technically sun breathing.
yes, and I also suppose that
Weirdest specification. Yeah.
I suppose like
It can't be weirder than love breathing.
yes, but we love Mitsuri.
What about gun breathing?
Oh yeah, America.
Yeah, America breathing, Second Amendment. But yeah, I guess also like comparatively, the demons from Demon Slayer might not also be as strong as like whatever the fuck Dio and the Pillar Men are.
Vampires.
Yeah.
Would the vampires be a match?
That's a good question. But I guess the answer is we won't know because it was about Tanjiro versus Joseph Joestar.
Because Infinity Castle's a thing, and fuck that.
Mm.
I
Speaking of
hate the Infinity Castle.
Speaking of which, are we gonna go see the movie?
Yeah.
It's got the Infinity Castle in it. I hate that place.
The next one is Rick Sanchez versus the Doctor.
Doctor Who?
Yeah. Dio is a vampire, and the Pillar Men are entities that live for a long time. Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. Death Battle can be weird sometimes. Because, like... I don't know, there have been times where it's just like, but also, the next one is Rick Sanchez versus the Doctor. I just can't help but feel like Rick wins that because the Doctor is a... like,
Which Doctor?
fair enough, you got me on that one.
Because David Tennant wins
I wouldn't know. I've never watched Doctor Who.
See, here's my thinking. Here's my thinking. Sorry, Edgeworth, you're gonna have to listen to us yap for a bit. Oh. See, my thinking is that Rick wins because the Doctor would actually try to be, like, a good person about it. Would try to be, like, kind and caring and, like, not try to, be an asshole. And Rick is just an asshole.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
My favorite part from Rick and Morty was when Rick managed to crumble an entire empire, turning a 1-2-0. It was the most thought-provoking moment in a cartoon I have ever seen.
Which episode was that again?
He destroys the entire Rick empire.
Oh, okay.
I think it was like the second season finale or something.
I think I remember that, yeah.
And he's got Morty and Summer with him. Watch as I destroy an entire empire. One. He just pushes one button, and then the entire economy collapses because the national currency of this empire went from being worth one of itself to being worth 0 of itself.
Guess that's one way to do it. Alright, shall we continue?
I'll be happy to do some work for you. For money.
Shall we continue?
And then
Yep.
everything's worthless.
Sorry. Because it's not possible that your men inspected everything in the investigation.
What are you talking about? My men are the best. They're my daughter. I don't appreciate mind games. And I don't appreciate it when people like you slander my men.
I made him so southern.
I'm not slandering them, I assure you.
Why did I make him southern?
I'm merely pointing out that the investigative dragnet has a few holes in it. Namely, that there's something your men couldn't even lay a finger on. And that item is the real murder weapon.
Alright then. I'll play along for now. This real weapon that killed Damask II. What exactly is it?
The real murder weapon, which not a single person has yet to touch, is this.
This.
No.
Oh. Oh, I thought it was that. So, what is it then?
The
Well,
statue.
think about it.
Oh!
It is the statue.
Aha!
It's this one, right?
Yep.
This one?
Well, hold on. Let me see.
Is it this one or the other one? Because there's
Let's-
two of them.
Let me use just real quick. Alabasts.
Okay.
Take that!
I'm a genius.
The national treasure of Alabast.
So I guess I didn't know where it was going.
Hey, you were close.
You mean the...
Primidou.
Is that French?
Probably.
I'm not reading that.
You mean the statue?
Yes, and as you know, only the ambassador and his secretariat may touch it. Which I believe means that neither you nor your men were able to examine it, correct?
Not so fast!
Anishina! Why am I laughing? You know very well that if we did that, there'd be an international incident between the Kingdom of Alabast and the Republic of Babal. The two countries' precarious relationship teeters in the balance. Why am I using good words? Over a stupid fight related to a sovereignty statute. But I'll be damned if I let something go unexamined.
Hold it!
Agent Lang.
Unexamined.
Agent Lang, if you could take a look at this. The direction the statue is facing just before and after the crime are different. And there's only one conclusion I can draw from that.
Huh? I'm leaving. Go look for Ambassador Alba and get him to give us the okay to examine the statue.
Shifu, you can't listen to this infidel's words! He is most definitely trying to trick you! Shifu, please, let's be rational about this.
Call me Wolf. Grrr. Lang Ji says, just go already.
Yes, sir! Lang Shi says, get the lead out, idiot. Shifu,
Yeah.
I'm really sorry, sir, but I was unable to convince the ambassador. I was unable to obtain permission for us to examine the Primidou statue.
I see.
Wait, but then the investigation is at a standstill. Agent Lang, I will go and speak with the ambassador personally.
Yeah,
Me too.
there's Missile.
Save your breath. He may act all weak and frail, but the old man's one tough cookie.
I don't got any cookies, unfortunately. I just have the red velvet cake. I know.
Lang Ji says, don't like red velvet. But I guess you've got to be tough when you're representing a whole country, you know.
Agent Lang.
No. What do you want? Let's just hurry up and examine the statue already.
What?
I want my good boy biscuit.
But Shifu, what about causing an international incident?
Quiet! Get me my good boy biscuit. I'll take the fall if I have to later.
Then also the new DB.
Death Battle.
Death Battle was Master Chief versus Doomslayer. And the winner of that fight will shock you.
So I'm gonna go ahead and say that because the winner of the fight will shock you, I'm gonna say it's Master Chief. Agent Lang, the hypothesis is mine, so if someone is to take responsibility, let it be me.
My country won't let you. Responsibility. If we're going to talk in such heavy terms, maybe I should let you. It'd be a real problem if my men, if something were to happen to me. All right then, let's talk more investigating. Shove.
Nope, it's Doomslayer.
Damn it! These
I mean, that's exactly who I would expect to win. I thought I was supposed to be surprised.
I said that. I was thinking that. It's like Master Chief versus Doomslayer. Fucking Doomslayer wins that because he's just angry man, too angry to die. But then it's like, the answer will shock you. Okay?
If it's going to shock me, it's got to be Master Chief.
Yeah, if it's going to shock me, it should have been Master Chief. But that's not a shock at all. Doomslayer wins hands down.
Maybe he was being sarcastic.
God damn it.
But
Amatsu, how dare you not convey sarcasm through text?
But it doesn't, yeah, you can't really convey sarcasm through text.
You should learn to do that, Amatsu. Come on.
I don't know. I'm just assuming.
We joke, we play.
Plus, Doomslayer is it's not just a raging monster. He is actually very tactical.
Yeah, listen, I only played the first, or like Doom 2016.
Same.
But like, even I can tell.
Wait, I played Doom 3 for 11 minutes.
Well, Doom 3 is a bit of a different story.
I played Doom 3 for 11 minutes, said, no, I can't do that. And then I got the reboot in 2016. I played that. And then I saw Doom Eternal. I'm just like, I want that sword. I have to play the game to get the sword? No. And now Doom Dark Ages looks awesome.
Yeah, you got a flail. You got a flail, and you got a shield, and you can like bash people with the shield, and it's really cool.
Tats was playing it last night.
I know, he was playing it this morning too, and I was like, I have it. I have it on Game Pass, because I have Xbox Game Pass.
Oh, good.
So I want to play it, but I need to play Eternal first. Sorry, let's continue. Oh yeah, actually, one last thing that I feel is worth mentioning that I brought up to Tats this morning. Yeah. I find it fucking hilarious that Doom Guy's entire motivation, his whole baked-in hatred of demons, comes from the fact that in the original Doom, they killed his favorite pet rabbit, Daisy. They killed a rabbit.
Daisy?
They killed his pet rabbit, Daisy, and that is why he fucking hates demons.
That is a very understandable reason to hate demons.
Valid crash out.
That is very valid.
It's justified. It's justified.
Yeah, that's very justified.
And apparently, he still carries the lucky rabbit's foot with him.
Does it still have the rabbit's blood on it?
No, thankfully.
Okay.
He cleaned it up out of respect.
Okay.
He cleaned it up out of respect for dear old Daisy. Sorry. Shall we? If we want to know the truth, we can't stop here. Action must be taken. Agent Lang, I'd like to run a luminol chemiluminescence test on the statue. So?
A luminol test? Ah, good thinking. I didn't have to read that. If the statue is the murder weapon, then some of the victim's blood should be on it. They can't hide it. Okay! Let's get the forensics team in here.
Fuck your international incident. Uh-oh.
Stinky.
Uh-oh. Luminol, stinky. Got blood on it, stinky.
Looks like you hit the jackpot, Mr. Prosecutor. I guess this means we're ahead of the curve.
Oh, okay. Hi, Soup. What's up?
Hi, Soup.
Because the blood's on the head.
Yup.
We're ahead of the curve.
Yup. Hey, Soup.
And the victim also got hit in the back of the head.
Double pun.
You gotta hit these two with what you've been hitting the other people in the server with.
Oh no.
Wait, what did he hit?
Soup lately, his new thing is quoting this, I guess, boss character from Final Fantasy XIV.
I guess this means that this is the real weapon that killed Damask II. I knew it all along.
Also, thank you for the resub. I'm over here now because I can't fit myself in frame without Dave not being in the shot.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I like this one.
I like that one too. Yeah, there we go.
Tell me, for whom do you fight?
Tell me, for whom do you fight?
Myself.
There's
Against myself.
There's so much context that you guys just have no idea about that I'll have to explain later.
Anyway.
Yeah, it's better without the context.
Okay. Indeed.
But I wouldn't celebrate it yet if I were you. This doesn't let your friend off the hook.
How many people did it take?
It doesn't prove that he didn't kill Demas II, so the charge remains.
What is a man? Nothing but a miserable pile of secrets.
Kelsey, you have to go, what is a man?
Oh, okay. What is a man? Nothing but a miserable pile of secrets. But enough talk. Have at you.
What is a man?
I mentioned the watch I cry.
Yeah.
And my favorite episode is the second.
Yeah?
Because of one moment. What are we shooting?
Oh yeah.
at?
Yeah, that was my favorite moment too.
Out of all 8 episodes, the best moment was what are we shooting at?
Cause see, that's classic Dante right there.
That is.
That is DMC3 Dante. Also,
The charge remains.
we are hardly done examining the statue, Agent Lang. Knowing that it is the real weapon, I believe further examination is required.
All the proof is right here. Proof, man, jail, court, done. Me go home. Me go home.
Me go home. Where's my chew toy?
Exactly.
Ha! You think so? Okay then, knock yourself out. I'm leaving for my dark bed.
Oh. Yeah.
Blood handprint. And what do we have here? This dirty smudge looks like a handprint. The statue wiped its ass.
You good?
That laugh did me in.
Would you like some water?
What's a definitive bit of evidence like you doing under here? Looks like we've got some fingerprints to analyze. Oh good, my favorite.
Worst case scenario, these prints belong to Larry. But it looks like it's too late for me to do anything about that now.
Hey, forensics guy.
He doesn't have a name.
No,
Just forensics guy. I want results on these fingerprints ASAP. You hear me?
I need to find Sheena.
Agent Lang, I have the analysis results, sir.
Good. And?
Sir, about the prints we lifted from the bottom of the statue. Well, you know the victim of the murder in the Bulby's embassy? The prints belong to him, Mr. Manny Cochin, sir.
Oh.
But that's... What's going on here?
No, that's impossible. Each Primadeus statue can only be handled by someone of that country. But by the very fact that Mr. Cochin's fingerprints are on this one, it leads me to the only one conclusion. This statue is actually Babal's Primadeus statue.
Oh. Impossible! It can't be!
Hi-ya!
Harry never once set foot on Bulby's soil, so he was free to go. However, this new piece of information only served to confuse us even further. The ringleader of a smuggling operation was killed with an alabastian knife in Babal. And Damask II was killed in alabastian soil with Babal's national treasure. There's too many B sounds.
Yeah.
And the mystery of the great thief Yatagarasu, who visited both countries. Pieces were there, but I had yet to see the big picture they were to form.
Where is Kay right now?
Probably
To be
still under arrest.
continued.
All right. Now we're on to middle 2.
Although, my mom doesn't want me being out too late because I do have to go to a baby shower tomorrow.
Yes. So shall we end it there then?
Yeah, this is probably a good time to end, a good place to end it.
Alrighty then.
As much as I would love to keep going on.
to be fair, we're at a good stopping point. We hit the checkpoint.
And
we're
also,
good to
but
go.
also, it's getting way too hot in here.
Yeah, is it?
It is. It is.
I did notice that it was getting hot. If I'm being honest, I was like, "Is it just me?"
No,
because I'm a sweaty boy.
No, it wasn't just you.
Alrighty then. Well, then in that case, let's do the wrap up.
All right.
So, sorry, didn't mean to kick you there, Dave. All right, over on the YouTube side, Mega Cat Live, and hey, the old Death Knight Dave
Yeah.
in the flesh,
Yeah.
and Jed as well. Thank you all so much for being in here.
Thank you.
On the Twitch side, we have Amatsu, we have Soup with the resub and the, showing up and doing the tell me for whom do you fight.
Yes.
We also had Prince, as always. We also had, I can't read that name right now.
Death
Okay,
Knight
it's
Dave.
Dave. Sorry, the blue. From my angle, it's blending in too
Yeah.
well. And we also have Marshy.
Yeah, Marshy.
Appreciate you for the follow the other day.
Thank
and
you.
yeah, Kelsey, I have you a potential prospect.
Yay.
And we also have your buddy Nancy.
Yeah, and that's also made it.
Alrighty then. So to everybody who was here tonight, thank you so much, and we'll see you next week.
Okay, see you all next week.
Damn, not only do we get to stream one night, but then hopefully, do we get to do D&D?
Yes, Jessam's coming up on Saturday.
Yay!
Yes!
Woo!
We get to finally fight some kaiju, hopefully.
Hooray!
For all we know, we get trapped in a fucking city where we're just like...
Oh boy, I can't wait to fight some kaiju.
Oh boy, I can't wait to cast Fireball with literally everybody around them.
Yep.
No, let's be real. It's really just gonna be Al. It's
What?
gonna be
That
Al.
should-
Like, all right.
That should become a running joke.
I cast Fireball. It's like, but Bikitsu, we're literally just in a big corner where like we cannot escape, we cannot get away from your Fireball. Can you at least wait until I cast Fireball?
I cast Fireball!
You're like a kid with a new toy, just like, yeah!
Fireball! Fireball! Fireball!
I have a 4th level slot.
Alright, everybody, y'all have yourselves a good night.
Have a good night, everybody.
We'll see you next
You're
time.
out.
Have a good night.
You're out of slots.
I have a 4th
level
level slot!
Just the realization. Oh my god.
You know what else you could do?
What?
You could also just write a whole bunch of spell scrolls so that it could ever just be like, you don't have enough spell slots, Kelsey, but I do have 50 spell scrolls of Fireball. How did you make that many?
Hey, you let me take short rests.
You have to do it on a long rest.
Oh.
It's a long rest and I think anywhere between 50 to 2,000 gold, depending on the strength of the spell.
Okay.
Anyway,